Yo, welcome to today's video, guys. So today I'm going to be looking at the blog post put out today, the state of Destiny 2, and I just wanted to give you guys my initial impressions. Here they just basically address the fact that they haven't really been very communicative with the Destiny 2 community, and that they're going to go forward and try to, make amends and be more open and transparent in the future. Hopefully they can stick to that and actually do that. That will be awesome. Okay, so we've got a little overview here. New systems and rewards to give our most engaged players additional optional pursuits, including a new weapon tier, improved vendor rewards, and adding armor ornaments. Okay, so the weapon tier thing is called Masterworks, which will feature stat trackers, random re-rollable stat bonuses, unique item tooltips, and item detail screens. See the December update detail section below for more info. Improved vendor rewards, adding armor ornaments, better incentives for players who complete challenging prestige activities, better rewards and replay value for strikes, adventures, and lost sectors, private matches for the Crucible, and it's also saying they're moving ranked PvP to the top of our priority list for the next year to support the competitive community. That's a really promising change, although personally, in my opinion, they need to work on making PvP more fun to play itself before we worry about ranked. Who's going to want to get a high ranking in a PvP game that's not fundamentally rewarding to play? Crucible tuning like adjusted supremacy scoring and better spawning rules. Better incentives for completing Crucible matches and penalties for quitting competitive games. That's an interesting one. Continued improvements to Iron Banner and faction rallies, including uniqueness of rewards. That's a promising change as well. Changes to make the mod economy more interesting and impactful. Ongoing improvements to exotics, including adjustments to reduce instances of duplication. That's a pretty damn good change right there. New ways to spend surplus currency and materials, looking at legendary shards. Another good change. An emote interface. Yeah, that's not an urgent thing, but yeah, that's good. Crucible tuning though, that's what I'm most interested in. Let's keep going. So we've got the December update details. There are 4 key areas we're targeting for improvements in December. Some of these updates will arrive in December 5 update, and some additional updates will be included in a patch that will be deployed the following week on December 12th. Both updates combined include improvements set against the following goals: deepen rewards for advanced players, provide more player control over obtaining rewards, make shards useful by adding things to use them for, provide general quality fixes wherever possible. The following changes are the first steps towards achieving these goals, with more planned for our next release in January. Here is a preview of the impending changes to Destiny 2. Each category is marked with a forecast delivery date. Okay, so we've got the Masterworks system. This weapon generates orbs on multi-kills and displays the number of enemies defeated by it. Okay, so that will be pretty good for PvE. It means you probably get your super more often when you're killing enemies with this said weapon. It also seems to give you a reload speed buff. Okay, there it tells you how many enemies you've killed. This will drop on December 12th. The legendary weapons will drop as or be upgraded to become Masterworks versions. These versions will have a few advantages of the baseline legendary weapon: track and display number of kills, generate orbs for you and your allies on multi-kills, add weapon stat bonuses that are selected randomly from a small pool and are re-rollable, drop from any source of legendary weapons for characters above 250. Unwanted Masterworks can be dismantled into materials that can upgrade an existing legendary weapon into a Masterwork. Raid and Trials of the Nine weapons will have a very high chance to be Masterworks. We have future plans to extend Masterworks to other gear and expose your kill counts in more places. Okay, so it's a good change. It's mainly for PvE players, I feel. It's a pretty good change. Armor ornaments. Okay, December 5th, armor ornaments will be added to some existing armor sets for more visual customization without losing your shaders or mods. These ornaments will be unlocked by completing objectives specific to each set and are permanently unlocked account-wide, just like exotic weapon ornaments. They'll be applied to base pieces that you may have already collected and can now unlock on vendors if not. Season 2, the following sets have ornaments unlocked in their respective activities: Vanguard faction armor, Crucible faction armor, Trials of the Nine armor, Iron Banner armor, Dead Orbit armor, Future Warcult armor, New Monarchy armor, Eater of Worlds raid layer armor. Okay, December 12th, Faction armor and weapons will be unlocked for purchase for legendary shards and faction tokens on most faction vendors. All 5 armor slots will always be present, and weapons will rotate weekly on factions that have them. Slots will be unlocked by claiming reward engrams from the respective faction. You'll get credit for engrams you may have already claimed since launch. Okay, cool. Xur, there's some changes to Xur, December 12th this will roll out. Xur has some new offerings for players collecting exotics. Every week you'll be able to acquire one of the new fated engrams using legendary shards that will decrypt as exotics that aren't already in your collection. A simpler 3 of coins that boost exotic drop rates from any source for 4 hours. No obscure stacking mechanics or need to reapply for every boss. These cost legendary shards and you can have as many as you like. Okay, general investment. Okay, December 5th, Banshee has some updates on the weapon mod and armor front. For players wanting to clear some mod inventory space, rare quality mods will dismantle into gunsmith materials and have a chance to produce legendary quality mod components. For players chasing specific legendary mods, including legendary kinetic mods, Banshee will offer a selection of specific legendary mods for direct purchase with a selection that will rotate daily and cost legendary shards and mod components. For players chasing a world legendary or looking for masterworks, Master Rahul will sell some of his rumoured hoard of legendary engrams or legendary shards. Commander Zavala and Lord Shaxx will sell gift consumables for legendary shards that can be used during a strike or crucible match that will serve the following functions. Grant bonus rewards to everyone in that activity upon completion, friend or foe alike. Award anything from faction tokens to a round of exotics for everyone in a match. That sounds pretty good. Exploit safeguards on chests and resource nodes are greatly relaxed and players should encounter them less frequently. Even if they do, drop rates for tokens is only reduced to 30% instead of 0. We want to associate a visual indicator with this in a future post. But we weren't able to pull that off in this update, but we hear you, okay. Vendors will now beckon you to hand in your reputation tokens only when you're carrying enough to earn a reward engram. Changes affecting reputation tokens. Daily challenges have reputation token awards increase across the board. Cage treasure chests will still offer variable rewards but now guarantee at minimum a payout of destination appropriate reputation tokens. Strikes will drop a large number of Vanguard reputation tokens. Common quality destination resource tokens will have their drop rates increased to 100% and values of token increased by 50% for common quality tokens and 250% for rare quality tokens. I've got to be honest, I don't even know what any of this shit means about tokens. I'm not into tokens. I don't really like them, but I'm a PvP player and none of this really gets me too excited, if I'm being 100% honest with you. On the balance, reputation required per reward engram will increase for destination factions. Leviathan Raid tokens will be redeemed at Benedict immediately upon obtaining a token instead of requiring a full clear before unlocking. With the launch of Curse of Osiris and beginning of Season 2, you can expect to see a full suite of patch notes that will document all the changes outlined above, as well as additional gameplay and sandbox tuning changes the team is making to improve Destiny 2. We'll also soon be providing preload and launch day details, as well as a roadmap for our Season 2 content, which includes a dawning in mid-December. Okay, so that's basically everything. They also talk about the XP mechanics and how they've, fiddling with that and there's that whole business with that. We won't really get into it. In the future, going forward, we plan to continue this dialogue as openly as frequently as possible. This will be an ongoing process, but one that we are committed to. This week, we'll be publishing a new episode of the Bungie podcast where we will sound off on the current state of Destiny 2, how we think about our communication challenges, and what it takes to update the game in the wild. You'll be able to listen to both on Apple and Android devices. Oh my god. Thank you for playing, for being passionate about the Destiny 2 experience, and for working with us as we look to continuously improve our game and studio communication. My thoughts? Yeah, this is all good stuff. You can't look at any of it and say it's a bad change. Every change they've put forward here, it's all good. It's all good stuff. However, personally, I would have liked to have seen how there's big sections on all these, PvE centric changes they're making. But there's nothing on PvP really. Okay, they're saying they're going to bring ranked in the future, which is cool. But what good is ranked play if the game itself is not particularly fun to play, That's the biggest issue. I think they kind of skirted around it in this post, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. I would have liked to have seen more detail on what they're going to do to change PvP, because frankly it's just not as fun as Destiny 1. And if the game's not fun to play, fundamentally, all of this stuff won't matter in the end, because if people aren't enjoying the basic playing of the game, then all of this kind of falls to the wayside. So I think they really do need to address the fact that people aren't happy with just the basic way the game plays. In PvP, there's too much team shotting, there's too much, you know, it punishes people who want to be aggressive, and it punishes people who try to play individually, and it punishes you for not staying with your teammates and playing a very static and boring playstyle. And one of the best things about Destiny 1 is that it promoted individuality. My channel would not exist if it wasn't for that fact. My entire channel is built off like a unique build, a unique playstyle. And whilst I know you guys appreciate how I try to play that way even in Destiny 2, it's not the same. I mean, if my channel didn't exist in D1 and I started my channel now, there's no way it would grow in the same fashion, because I can't craft as an individual identity in this game like I could in the first one. And it's mainly down to the sandbox and the way it plays. I really hope they can improve the sandbox and make the game fundamentally more fun to play, because that's the biggest issue in my opinion. But I don't want to get too negative, but I'm just being 100% honest with you, no bullshit, you know? I don't do bullshit. I tell you what I think, you can take it or you can leave it. Let me guys know what you thought in the comment section. If you're unhappy with it, that's fine. All I'm going to say is just don't be a prick. Don't insult people personally over having different opinions. Everyone has a different opinion. Just be a fucking adult and talk about it in a calm way. Don't be a dick if you don't like the game. And similarly, if you like the game and someone says they don't like it, don't jump down their throats just because they say they don't like it. Stop being dicks, alright? Goodness me. But anyway, yeah, so I just thought I'd go over it. I don't normally do videos like this, but I just thought it'd be cool to do one. Give you guys my honest, unfiltered opinion. And like I said, let me know what you thought in the comments below. And yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I've got another video coming tomorrow. I'll give you a hint, it's Trials of Fighting Lion. I think you guys are going to really like it. So make sure you stick around for that, and make sure you hit that notification bell if you haven't already. It's not this very same bell, but if you go on my YouTube channel, there's a bell just like that. Click it so you get notified when my videos go up, and do your best to support the content if you enjoy it. It'd help me out a lot. Anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.